Hi, I'm Paul McGuire, here in the forest, thinking about the future of the world and the future of the United States of America. Very shortly, in the next week or so, there will be a meeting at the United Nations where they were going to have a summit planning on transforming our world by 2030. Now, if we go back in time to an earlier time period, the United Nations had a summit where they met in Brazil called Agenda 21 on Sustainable Development. This new meeting with the United States, where the goal is to put sustainable development into hyperdrive, is going to feature Pope Francis, who quite frankly is preaching the gospel of sustainable development rather than the gospel of Jesus Christ. What is sustainable development? And in their own words, the globalists who crafted this document, as they meet together to reveal their master plan to control the entire human race, and most of the masses are going to join them enthusiastically because they're not going to look behind the masks of the people on the stage who are actors pretending to play one role, but are in reality, when they take their masks off, devilish and, in fact, in my opinion, demonic. What does sustainable development mean? Well, let me break it down for you. Sustainable development is this concept that we're going to redistribute all the wealth of planet Earth so that everybody has their fair share, and then we can have utopia. Sounds like a great idea. Many Christian leaders think it's a Christian idea for the United Nations to do this. They say, this is what Jesus would do. Really? Is this what Jesus would do? Let's consider this fact. The world's elite, that 1%, the 1% control 99% of the world's resources. 1% controls 99%. But the target of the global elite, the target of sustainable development, the target, if you will, of Pope Francis, the target of the wealthy super billionaire globalists, it's not to share their 1%, which really means they control 99%, it's to attack the 99% who only control 1%, such as the hard-working middle class, where people have to work 2 jobs, husband and wife, or single mothers struggling to make an income. Now, I want to ask you a question. Once you blow away all the smoke and mirrors, is it fair to demand, and they said in this edict of this new United Nations conference, where they intend to slam dunk this by 2030, that you will, that was the key word, the nations will. It was an authoritative command. It wasn't like this is a participatory democracy. We're asking for your vote. No, it's authoritarianism. It's dictatorship. You will. You will what? You will surrender to our dictates. We will control everything. We will tell your children what to do. We will pick out their careers in the cradle and tell them what to do till the grave. A total dictatorial super state, just like the one predicted in the Bible. You know, this is nothing new. This is born-again Babylon, as I wrote in an article on my website, paulmcguire.us. This is born-again Babylon. This is exactly what Nimrod did when he built the first city of Babylon and the Tower of Babel, which was a one-world government, one-world economic system, and a one-world religion. Now, for those people who read Bible prophecy, we read in Revelation 17 and 18 that Babylon returns in the last days. Mystery Babylon, commercial Babylon, economic Babylon. So this global government proposed by the United Nations and Pope Francis and many evangelical leaders is a Trojan horse to bring in the global government in the future of the Antichrist and the false prophet. Ultimately, where it culminates is the mark of the beast and total lockdown and total control. I want to challenge you. I want to exhort you to find out the evidence about what I'm saying. The media isn't going to tell it to you. We have extensive documentation from first-hand credible sources on this Babylon returning. I have written a brand new book, which will be released any day now, called The Babylon Code. I wrote it with my co-author, Troy Anderson, a Pulitzer Prize nominated journalist. And we uncover, through extensive research, documentation, interviews with scientists, world leaders, religious leaders, we uncover how Mystery Babylon is coming alive in your lifetime and my lifetime. I want to challenge you to go to my website, paulmcguire.us, and find out about the Babylon Code, the book, and find it out quickly.
Hello, sorry.